So I got into CrossFit April of 2015, so 4 years ago. And I had run for about 5 years previous to that and never thought I would do anything else, but running is very much a solitary sport, at least it was for me. So my daughter had tried CrossFit when she was home from college one spring break, and she was like, "Mom, I think you'll like it." And I was like, "Nah, I don't know, I just love running so much, you know?" But it kind of stuck with me, so when I decided to stop running, I was like, well, let me check out this CrossFit. So I looked online, found CrossFit NewFound, and checked out the pictures, looking for people that I was like, okay, do I see people that just look normal, or what is this? And I came in and just saw the rigs, the ropes, and it was like a flashback to being a kid again, and I just loved it. The rest is history. Every open, we typically will do the workouts on the Friday. They are announced Thursday evening. And so we have all day to like build up the excitement and think about how we're gonna do it. And I did the first one in 2016. And I surprised myself with how well I had done. I had started doing some gymnastics training at that point and really wasn't focused as much on the open itself. But then afterwards, I was like, oh, well, I actually did pretty good. So maybe I should start like training for the open. I don't know, I'm one of these people that like to train for a goal. It gives me reason to do something. The way the qualifiers work is if you're in the Masters, you're in a whatever your age group is. And then if you're in the top 200 in the world, then you get invited to do the qualifier. So the first one being 2016, I did not make it. I was on the cusp. I was like 217, I think. So that just gave me more of an incentive to work harder the next year. 2017 Open came around and I did it, and I actually made it, so I was pretty stoked. I was like, oh my gosh, you know, it was exciting. I would say it's stressful. I'm one of those people that just take everything so much internally, like I've got to do this. And so for me, that was kind of stressful. It was good after the Open and I found out that I had made it, because then when the qualifiers actually came around, which for Masters, if you're at that point the top 20, then you would be invited to do the CrossFit Games. And I did not have any aspirations to hitting the top 20. You know, I mean, those are some insanely gifted women. Chris and I, he got me through them. That 2017. I was like, I can't do this. And he was like, yes, you can. Go get that weight belt. It was like some terribly heavy deadlifts or something. And so he really did help me push through those. And I managed to do them all. And that was a great source of satisfaction to me. I was like, okay. It was definitely a proud moment for me. So I was like, okay, you know, 2017's over, I'm gonna train hard, I'm gonna do even better for 2018. Found out about a week out of the Open of 2018 that I had a torn rotator cuff. Total tear, partial tear, and then I had a torn bicep. So I had to have surgery. And there was the end of my 2018 Open dreams. But yeah, 2018 was tough. It was one of those years, some people would say maybe rebuilding. For me, it was like a year of rehab, of going through surgery in April. So a little over a year ago, it was April 11th, doing everything by the book. What the PT guy said, you should do this 2 or 3 times at home, don't do this, everything that they told me to do and whatever I could do at home under their instruction, I did. I was determined I was just gonna get full range of motion back, and hopefully I would be able to get every single movement and skill back that I was able to do pre-injury.
Like you were talking about running, how it can be very lonely. Did you feel like you'd fallen back into that a little bit with
training,
all your rehab and all the stuff that you had to do to take care of yourself?
I did. It could be lonely in the midst of a crowd. It was good because I would see other people working out, and it helped me. It gave me motivation. Even if I was doing something different, I still felt like I was doing something to get better, like I was had taken control. It definitely gave me a focus, because a lot of times when you have an injury or something like that, you feel like you don't have control. It happens and there's nothing you can do to get better other than maybe have surgery, and then that's it for a lot of people. But I am one that likes to be in control, and so that definitely having a focus of coming here and getting better and being able to get back everything that I'd had before really helped me deal with what had happened.
You went through all your recovery, you're starting to feel good, you're starting to do things in the gym you haven't done before. Tell me about the road to 2019 Open.
So when the Open announcement, as far as like signing up, came along, I was like kind of back and forth. Did I want to do it? Like, was that the right thing for me to do? And then, being me, of course, I went ahead and signed up. I was like, this is going to be a good test. It'll be almost a year out. I can see how my shoulder's feeling, where the weaknesses are, if I'm limited on any kind of movements or anything like that. And so when they were announced every week, I was like, all right, I can do this. Let's just see how it feels. And I surprised myself. I did better than I ever thought that I would. A lot of them played to my strengths, which are more gymnastics and less maybe heavier weights, so that definitely helped. But it was nice to be able to do them all RX, and my shoulder felt strong. I didn't really have any moments. The last thing on my to-do list as far as getting back all of my skills was a ring muscle up, and I kept waiting for that through 5 weeks. All right, is there going to be any ring muscle ups? Any ring muscle ups? They did have bar muscle ups, but none for the ring. And I was like, all right, because I didn't want to do any. I was like, all right, I'm not going to do them until they come up in the open. So when they didn't, I was in a way kind of disappointed. And you were here that day that I actually was like, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to see if I can do it. And I did, and I was shaking when I got down. I was so nervous, like, you know, I had no clue how my shoulder would feel, and it felt great. It was amazing to just do that and be like, I did it! Like, that was everything on the bucket list, so to speak. When the open was over, I kind of waited to see what would happen, because you know, you have people that go up and down on the leaderboard or for whatever reason, and then they post, you know, it's kind of, the leaderboard is finalized, and then about 3 weeks after the open, I guess it was, April 16th or so, is when they sent the official emails to the masters to say, congratulations, you have qualified for the age group online qualifier. And that was me again. And that had actually been my goal for October of 2019. I really had no aspirations for February and March of 2019, but here I am, getting ready to do it again. It's more recovery. Recovery is definitely key on so many things, and that's hard for people that love CrossFit, or probably any sport. If they're really passionate about it, it's hard to dial it back, but it's so important. And that's definitely something that I've learned.
Awesome.
For some reason, cleaning here is so much more fun than cleaning at home. I don't know why that is. I think about that sometimes. I'm like, why is this? It's not that it's fun, but it's less of a chore. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.